Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. We are going to continue with the little file folder journal thing. And so far I have embroidered on this one. I have embroidered on the sides of this. I have embroidered around this one, and I have put a piece of old book spine on this one. I just glued this down so I can see that I didn't add enough on the edge. I think this can be folded down a little bit more. Like that. I don't know how old this is, but from the 1800s sometime. It's actually some German old book. So the next thing we are going to do is to add one of these old plotting papers that was in my botanical press that I bought the other day, to cover up this part that the file folder has these stripes. So we are going to add it like this as a background for this pocket, so we don't need to see those stripes. I'm using bookbinding glue, so this will stay in place forever. And I'm just gluing it down like this. And then we also is going to glue this part down. Just checking so all the edges are properly glued. It's always a good thing to check this after a while. Then you clearly can see if it's properly glued down or not. So then this part of the pocket will also be glued down, and I'm making sure it's straight and pressing it down. This plotting paper is really soaking up. It's so old and so dry, so it needs a lot of glue. So now we have a pocket up here, and we have a pocket behind this one, and we have a pocket on this part. Okay, let's move it a little bit over here. So now we can also glue this part down when it's sewn. think I'm going to add a little old lace, maybe on top of this. This was not long enough. What more do we have? Maybe just a piece of this. I want a ripped piece. That looks a little rustic. As this is a pocket, I want this to be glued down so it won't get stuck when you move it up and down from the pocket. Like that. Now we have 2 pockets on that part too. And we have a pocket on the front of this one. Then we can glue this one down. And also this one will be one pocket behind this lace. And then we have this pocket. So it's a lot of pockets on them. And then we have the journal. And this one was glued down now. Then we have that pocket. Then we need to put something behind this. And I'm thinking, should we use maybe the same textile? Or should we use some papers? Put a little bit more glue on this edge. I think that will be too heavy. Let's check the papers. Oh. What have we used? We have used that one and the dotted one. We had used the roses. So then we have this one, but it's a little bit of pinkish in that paper. I don't think I want that. Not the pinkish ones. I think I will use the dotted ones. Then it will go nicely with this too. So they go together a little bit more. straighten it. I would like to have the upper edge a bit ragged. See if I can manage to pull this. It's a really strong paper, handmade. Using a lot of glue when it's going to be glued down on textile. Okay, then we are going to do some tags, but first I want to cover this spine. So this isn't ironed, it's a little bit curled up. This has not the same pattern on both sides, so I don't think I want that. I want this one that is a little bit more, it's a little bit more yellowish white, but maybe that can be fun. A little bit of the rustic tone. Not sure, but why not? This way we glue the threads, so it's secure though in place also, and get the decoration. also totally all right. Like that really handmade lace. This is done by kind of put threads on a big, like a cushion, and then they kind of lift over the threads and make pattern from them. A little bit like macrame. I think that's the same word in English. Okay, then we need 1, we need 2, we need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least, maybe 10 tags or journaling cards. So let's put this aside for a little while to dry. And then I was going to use one of these old papers from my herbarium, and also some of these really old papers that I got in the botanical press. I thought this could be cute to use. Even if these are a little bit darker, they have a really special feeling to them. So we are not going to over decorate them, but they need a little bit of something. So I think that's 4. And then I have a couple of pieces with cut off from 4, 5, 6. Maybe we could use this with this one on. It's really cute. It's the name of the flower and which family and where it has been growing. Okay, let's see what decorations we can use. So let's see, I have this antique shelf lace that you put on your shelves. This is some really old ones, and I thought that we could add this on top of this. So this will peek out, peek up, and be seen. Like that. That's cute. And what do we more have? This one is also cute. So now I'm going to add a little bit of crackle paint on these darker ones, so they get a bit of structure. And I'm just going to roughly drag it over the like that, so it will crackle on part of the tag or journaling card. And you need to put it on quite thick, so then you get more beautiful crackles. Don't work with it for so long, just put it on and leave it. Okay, let's see what we have. This is a trick that if you don't have seen this before, it's really good to use a piece of plastic that is a little bit bigger than your jar, and then put on the lid, and it will keep it moist for much longer, like that. Now I actually did put a lot of paint on it, so let's take that part away. You can take a new one next time. Just from some ordinary plastic bag. And this will start crackle almost immediately. So I will take a little break and leave these to dry, so you will be able to see it. And then we will do the final steps on these and put them into the little file folder. So here we are with the file folder that is now done. So in the front pocket we have two tags with writing space, and this will crackle a little bit more probably tomorrow when it has dried properly. And then we open it up like that, and we have a little tag on the first pocket, and we open that up, and we have another little piece for writing, and open this up, and we have another pocket down here and another pocket down there. We have one pocket with some old label, and we have a tag with writing space behind that one. We have the journal that is filled with eco-dyed and painted paper, and a few just coffee dyed. And I'm going to leave these as they are, so a possible new owner would like to make it their own. Then it opens up like this, and we have another really old piece of paper with decoration and some crackle paint. Another tag with this old paper lace crackle paint and writing space on the back. Dotted paper on these two, and this is a really old curtain that has been in my oldest house. We have another tag, some watercolor painting and some old text, and then this flips up. And we have two pockets, one behind that one and one behind the lace, with more of these old papers and a piece of wallpaper also from my old house. And then this goes back into this one. And in the back we have a textile tag with different laces on. We have a paper pocket and lace all the way around that peeks up in that one. So then this again folds together like this, and you have a beautiful decorated little folder. So I hope you liked that little series with that folder. You can do so much fun with this. You can make it as your watercolor folder, where you have some cards you can paint on or sketch on, and you can fill a journal like this with watercolor paper, so you can bring it with you. Maybe do the pockets a bit deeper, so you can have brushes and maybe even some watercolor in these folds. So it's just your imagination that will put stop on what you can make with these easy small folders that fits perfectly in your hand. Thank you so much for keeping me company, and if you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and you are free to share if you want to show someone else this little folder. And if you're not a subscriber, I would really appreciate that too. So thank you, and until next time, bye bye from Sweden.